That folk music that you play there, what is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Bang! Hot dog!
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
I'm going back to Missoula to find my huckleberry pie, to cleanse myself in the clear, clean river and watch the college girls strolling by. I'm going back to the Rockies, where I think I'll stay until the day that I die. I'm gonna leave this fast-paced city life behind. I'd like to build a shack in the mountains where natives once called home, overlooking golden valleys where buffalo once roamed. I'd like to bring them back to the Rockies, where we all can stay until the day that we die. I'd like to help them leave the reservations behind. I'm gonna break my plastic piggy and buy a piece of big sky. I'd rather roam with cattle and reptiles that rattle than pretend that this place ain't the sty. I'm gonna stake my claim in the Rockies and eat my food fresh from the vine. I'm gonna leave this stinking city life behind. Whoa, ho, ho, Jennifer, I'm so afraid that you won't understand. You say that we don't have enough money, but listen to my plan. And you know I can make it alone, but honey, if you come along with me, we can weave our dreams together, wear our love like it's a sweater, and chew on our sleeves when we're hungry. So hop the next freight to Missoula. I'm camped outside the shipping yard. We can cleanse ourselves in the clear, clean river and watch the college kids skating board. Won't you come with me to the Rockies and be my huckleberry pie? And I will treat you sweet in every way till the day that we die. And we can kiss this fast-paced city life goodbye. Hey, thank you very much.
All right, all right, all right.
All
The
right.
show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest is the Spook Handy Band. And that's Spook Handy singing an original song.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that song was called Missoula. That was about just, you go out and travel around the country and you see a beautiful town like that and you have to write a song. For it. So, yeah.
We've got Ron Greenstein on the bass.
Yes, sir.
Good old Ron,
Yes.
pulling through all the time.
He's not all that old.
And Gary Oliar on the fiddle.
Hey, Ralph. Good to
Hi,
see you after
Gary.
many years.
Yeah, we did a gig way back when. So long that we don't remember when.
Well, Gary's probably played with just about everybody in New Jersey, probably.
Yeah, I've been fired from them all.
Yes.
And we got Paul Prestipino
Yeah, man.
on multiple stringed instruments.
That would be me. Yeah, they're all multiple strings, actually.
Everything but the ones you play with a bow, right?
I don't play things with a bow.
No.
I don't dare.
No.
Let him do that.
Yeah, that's his job. It's Gary's job.
So welcome to the show.
Thanks, Ralph. I'm really happy to be here. I was here way back at the beginning. I was here back in the aughties, the 20 aughties, and now it's great to be back here in the 20 teens. Back and brought these guys with me, I live in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and when Hurricane Sandy hit, right after the hurricane, the power was out for a long time. And 2 days after the storm, the sky finally cleared up, and I went for a walk over at Rutgers University, which is across the street from where I live. And the power was still out, the college was still closed. There was not a truck or a car that drove by, not a soul to be seen. No artificial lights were around. And if you looked up in the sky, you could see the moon was like 2 days past full, and right next to it, as close as you can imagine, was the planet Jupiter, bright as can be. You could think that if a woman was standing on the surface of the moon, she could reach up with her fingertip and touch it. And right next to that was this big, bright red star called Aldebaran. It's the eye of the bull in the constellation Taurus. Right next to it. The rest of the sky was filled with stars that must have numbered in the millions. As I was walking, I was looking up at these stars in the celestial tapestry, and I was thinking, and it can make you think about this planet. Is this the only planet like this in the solar system, in the universe? Or are there other planets with mountains and streams and critters running on the ground? What are we Homo sapiens doing here? Where did we come from? Where are we going? What is our destiny? And I was thinking that before the Industrial Revolution, before all the light pollution and the air pollution, when people had questions like that, they looked to the heavens for answers to questions like that. But where do you look now? And those thoughts were in my head when I came up with this song. It's called Lead Us Home to the Promised Land. Lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home to the promised land. People on their knees praying every day. Good Lord, won't you show us the way? Won't you lead us home to the promised land? Moses was guided by a pillar of light. He brought 2 stones to the Israelites. He told them God wasn't happy with the sin and he saw, but he said, If we follow these 10 good laws, they will lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home to the promised land. God wasn't happy with the sin and he saw, but he said, if we follow these 10 good laws, they will lead us home to the promised land. 3 kings chasing down a star so bright, came upon a baby in a manger one night. He said, keep those commandments you've been singing of, but do everything that you do with love, and it will lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home. Lead us home to the promised land. Keep those commandments you've been singing of, but do everything that you do with love, and it will lead us home to the promised land. People rushing around trying to find that star, but a small still voice says we don't have to look that far. It tells us heaven's not found on a map or a chart, but if we follow the light that shines in our hearts, it will lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home. Lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home. Heaven's not found on a map or a chart, but if we follow the light that shines in our hearts, it will lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home to the promised land. Lead us home to the promised land. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys for singing along, man. That was great.
Excellent.
Wow. Yeah.
That's just like an old-fashioned gospel song, man.
Well, you know, that's how I felt at that time. You know, I just felt that feeling's like, you know, there's something spiritual about it. You know, with all that disaster that was created by that hurricane, there was something kind of a way of reconnecting with nature. You know, even in the middle of a city, but with all the power out, it reminded me at least of, you know, what this world really is, a little bit. Yep.
Good enough.
Good enough. It was good. It was good. You know, so I've had the fortune over the last few years, well, 10 years, since 2003 up until, you know, the very, very beginning of 2014, I had the fortune of meeting Pete Seeger and befriending him, and I performed with him over 50 times at festivals and concerts, and, you know, learned a lot of his songs, and we did a few of my songs, and he's had a profound influence on some of my songwriting. And I have this song that I wrote way, way long time ago called Why I Love You. And I played it for him, and he said he liked it, but he said, Spook, but people can't sing to it. You got to get people to sing along, you know. I said, well, I don't. He says, why don't you find a way to restructure the song to make it easy for people to sing along? So I've been working on that on lots of my songs. The last one's a good one for singing too. But this one's an old song from way back when. In fact, it's on my first album from the 1990s. And this is going to be on my next album coming out. It's called Why I Love You. And if you guys running the cameras want to sing, you're invited. In fact, the way it goes is when I sing Oh Why, you sing back Oh Why. And when I sing Tell Me Why, you sing back Tell Me Why. Oh, I do. And in fact, I want everybody in the TV, everybody on the other side of the TV there, I want you to sing along too, okay? We'll be listening. Winter's got us all dressed up just like we're Eskimos. You wear so much, I wonder where you go. And if I still will care, if I get to see who's under there, oh why? Oh why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Why I love you. Oh why? Oh why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Why I love you. Springtime comes, sparrows sing, and all the grass turns green. Bees gather honey for their queen. I hope that you're as sweet as the flowers at your naked feet. Oh why? Oh why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Why I love you. Oh why? Oh why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Why I love you. Give you some love, Gary. Summer storm comes suddenly, and just as soon will go. But lightning can strike more than once, you know. The sun goes up and down, in your flash flood eyes I often drown. Oh why? Oh why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Why I love you. Oh why? Oh why? Tell me why. Tell me why I love you. Show some love, Paul. Here we go. When winter comes around again, I turn and you are gone. Snow has covered paths we've walked along. Seasons always change. Now the sun's so far away, and I still don't know why I love you. Oh why? Oh why? Tell me why. Tell me why I love you. Oh why? Oh
Oh, why?
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Why I love you. All right. You know, you guys are. I'm gonna have to take you guys on the road with me. I think you're singing. You did a great job singing. All of you folks out there on television did that too. I'm gonna take you guys on the road. In fact, you know what? If you want to find out, you can go to spookhandy.com. Look at my website and find out where we're playing, and send me an email, spook@spookhandy.com. I'll put you on the list, and maybe we'll do a show in your town.
You can also find out about Spook's recordings at the website.
Yep, you can find out about that too. Thank you.
You find out how many miles are on his car.
Yes. Well, this one's up to 159,000. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
You're adolescent.
Yeah, well, one of the fun things.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, in fact, in this day and age, that's nothing, 159, you know. But I'm very happy that this, I have some tours coming up and we putting some mileage on the rig. So be a lot of fun. Yeah. Well, what do you guys want to do?
The next one.
You want to go get some ice cream? No. Oh, don't forget to pick up a loaf of bread and a gallon of milk. Tell you what. You know there's an election coming up. I think you guys know this. In fact, there's always an election coming up, right? Yep. So why don't we do a song about voting? It's called Vote. Now, if you guys want to sing along to this one too, the chorus goes like this. Vote, don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote, for worse or for better, let your voice be heard. You want to try that, everybody? Let's do the first half. Vote, don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Here we go. Vote, don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote for worse or for better, let your voice be heard. Vote for worse or for better, let your voice be heard. Now you know the whole chorus, here it goes again. Vote, don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote, for worse or for better, let your voice be heard. When politicians come to town and kiss babies till their noses turn brown, you can bet your bottom dollar they want your vote. So speak your mind, because believe it or not, this world has become a big melting pot. It's easy to get yourself lost in the lot, because the world's made up of all kinds of people, so vote. Don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote for worse or for better, let your voice be heard. Play something patriotic. Play it again. Bet you didn't think I was going to let you do that twice, right? Well, you know, if I was man in the voting booth, I might let you vote twice, too. We got fuzzy-headed, peace-loving, carrot-chomping farmer boys, skin-headed, neo-Nazi, face-slapping paranoids, fat cats sitting back, scoffing at the tabloids, yep. And there's cross-burning, homophobic, church-going family types, flag-burning, anti-war, give the poor more types, out-of-school, know-it-all, cliff-clavering prototypes. The world's made up of all kinds of people, so vote. Don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote for worse or for better, let your voice be heard. So Ralph, So I played this with Pete a lot of times, and the first time we played this, we were right at this point in the song, and he leaned over to me and he said, "Spook, I think you just offended about half the people in the audience." Well, I said back to him, I said, "Pete, don't worry about that. I got another verse that will offend the other half." We got men-hating, aggravating, right-wing feminists, pro-life clinic burning, gospel-preaching terrorists, city-dwelling, unemployed folks who can't stand it no more. Sky-choking, river-killing, free market advocates, tree-loving, owl-hugging, pro-environmentalists, urban folk high on dope, raising up their clenched fists. The world's made up of all kinds of people, so vote. Don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote for worse or for better, let your voice be heard. Now Farmer Josh lives up on the mountain. He grows his own food, drinks from Mother Nature's fountain, and only gets down into town around once a week. And all the pretty young gals from the nearby high school stop by his farm 'cause they think he's so cool, chewing on wheatgrass, spitting out philosophy. He says, looking at life cosmologically, we're all cells in the body of the Almighty, and with godlike nature, we create our own reality. But down here on Earth, why, that's a different ball of wax. We gotta eat and pay all kinds of taxes and form governments that have laws to pass. 'Cause the world's made up of all kinds of people, so vote. Don't you never mind the weather, get your butt in the booth and pull down the lever. Vote for worse or for better, let your voice be heard. Hey Ralph, you got a C harp there? Thank you, Ralph, for having us on the show, and everybody here at Horses Sing None of It. Take it. Let your voice be heard. Yeah, you know me, man. 4 songs.